It doesn't fit.
It fits just fine.
It doesn't fit. It's 7.5 feet tall.
Look, it even has fake bark. It's fancy.
Ceilings are 6'9". The tree is 7.5 feet tall. It doesn't work. Hey friends, what's happening? Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I suppose I did. I didn't eat any turkey. I celebrated my 20th Black Friday in retail. Survived another one, so 20 in the books. This one wasn't as bad, being overnight in a closed store. I didn't really have to deal with the onslaught of people. Nothing really new to report here. Just doing my thing. Project listing has been going fairly well for me. Only listing maybe 2 items a day, but even me listing 2 items a day is 2,000% more than I usually list. I'll take what I can get. And it seems to have helped. It seems like for every 2 items I list, 2 items sell. Could be coincidence, could be the more listing, more better theory that we all seem to have. Not gonna ramble too much here. I think we're about a minute in. All right, we'll keep the rambling to a minimum and we'll just get into it. Let's go take a look at the week that has passed, the week of Thanksgiving. Let's see what I got into. So, it's Monday, November 25th. Got to work tonight, leading up to Thanksgiving. I work in retail, so I don't get Thanksgiving. I'll be at work. I don't know that I've sat down for a Thanksgiving meal in 18 years, probably. I always have to work Thanksgiving. It's just the name of the game these days with retail. Jess and I will probably just do a little mini Thanksgiving dinner on Friday for ourselves on the way to the post office. This is probably going to be a typical thing that we're going to do. I feel like more daily sales, that'll help me get videos out sooner than I usually do. I'll still do like a monthly recap, but I think I'm going to try every day when I'm heading to the post office. We're gonna talk, and you're gonna see what I'm bringing off to the post office. Today, what's back there? Not much. It was a quiet weekend. 3 sales. I only packed 2 of them because the 3rd sale came in late last night, and I just didn't. The other stuff was already packed. So we'll pack that tomorrow. Talk about that later. In the back right now is the aquarium filter that we talked about a couple videos ago that I got for free, and like I said in that video, I really didn't know what the value was. I had trouble finding comps for that model, but being that it was free, it didn't really matter. Whatever I got was profit. So I took a best offer of $150 plus calculated shipping. So that's $150 profit minus fees and all the usual nonsense we know about that. But you can't beat no cost of goods, right? What else is back there? Oh, a shirt. Nothing exciting. It's a On the Bias shirt that I've had for probably 2 years listed, and I took a best offer, $15. I paid shipping, so I probably paid $1.99 for the shirt. I paid the shipping after fees. Just not, what did I make, $1, $2? Just happy to not have to see it get relisted for the 26th consecutive month. Linus, you will never get in there. You can't get in. It's impossible. So I know that I play up the laziness a lot. You know, I'm always talking about how lazy I am, and there's some truth to that to a point. I do kind of play it up a bit. However lazy I may be when I do have time to do work, the reason I'm not is just because we really are just always busy. There's always something going on. Jess comes from a huge family. She's got 4 sisters and her parents. All the sisters have husbands. They all have kids, multiple kids, and that's just the immediate family. I mean, there's like, when we have to go out to a restaurant for something, it's like there's like 19 of us that need to fit into a restaurant, and it's hard. And each one of these girls having more kids isn't helping. And then not to mention the rest of her family, they're very close, and her mother has 13 siblings, her father has like 7, and they all have kids and husbands, and their kids have kids, and so on and so forth. You know how family works, right? It's just a huge family. So on top of being somewhat lazy, there's just always a birthday or an anniversary or some kind of celebration, and there's just never time. There's just never time to do anything. It makes it a little easier sometimes with the bigger holidays, like with Thanksgiving coming up. It would take place at Jessica's grandmother's house. That's not going to happen this year. I've had this footage for a while, but haven't had a good place to drop it in, and I guess this is the place to do it. There was some tragedy at Jessica's grandmother's house that will be preventing Thanksgiving, Christmas, and most likely right up into Easter. There will be no festivities at Jessica's grandmother's house this year, and this is why.
The story we first told you about at noon, and there you see it, a Jeep plowed right into this house in Butler County. Someone was in that house when the Jeep crashed into it.
Channel 11's Amy Marcinkowitz spoke to the family. She's live with an update on how everyone's doing tonight. And Amy, that was a big scare.
It was a major scare. In fact, that Jeep landed right in that window, just inches away from the woman's head. She was there on the couch. The pictures are unbelievable. It took hours for firefighters to get this jammed Jeep out of this Cabot, Butler County home. Officials say the driver lost control on wet roads, hit a dip, and went airborne, landing directly into the living room window where the homeowner's daughter was sitting on the couch.
So my sister Karen was sitting on the couch right where the wheel is, and they took her by ambulance, but they said probably just glass, nothing major. Their firemen are in right now making sure the house is structurally sound, and then they're going to take the Jeep out.
Fire crews allowed us inside the house while they were working to move the Jeep. See that front tire? The couch was right there. Neighbors gathered outside the home on Herman Road watching the cleanup in disbelief. Many heard the initial impact.
Well, better than the Rotaburger residents.
The occupants.
Wow. Surprisingly little damage here, though.
Yeah,
I thought he would have destroyed that.
I don't understand any of it. You're famous though. I saw you on the news.
Yeah.
I heard I was on there. Mom, they put the teaser on, and Mom said, "That's so hot." I'm like, "We're gonna turn this off." And I saw it.
Everyone goes in the box. Woo! There was a picture window.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I lose my head.
Jake, come give me a hand for a second. Yeah. You don't want to shoot it, that's fine. Just blame it on her. Somebody's supposed to be on this.
Yeah, so that happened. I mean, get struck by lightning, you know? It's what a crazy, crazy thing to happen. And the repairs, they're not sure when they're going to be done. It's going slow because it's all brick. That house was hand built by Jessica's grandfather, so it's very sturdy. And yeah, they don't have a timeline on when repairs will be complete and when people can actually inhabit the house again. So all the residents of the house, including her grandmother, are scattered out amongst family members currently, and we don't know when activities will resume at Jess's grandma's house. Anyway, we're gonna run into this St. Vincent de Paul, see if we can find some deals, need some inventory. I don't really need it, but it'd be nice to have this time of year. So it's always a great time of year to go and look for items in your thrift stores. When they drag out the Christmas stuff, you can always find great things. So we're gonna go to St. Vincent de Paul, we're gonna take a peek, see what we can find, hopefully something, anything, and then we're gonna get this stuff to the post office.
Please kill me. Every moment I live is agony.
Nothing. It looks like they're kind of cleaning out shelves. There's a lot of old, stale, dead inventory that I noticed is missing from the shelves from the last time I was here, so I assume that they're cleaning up a little bit. The only thing that even looked remotely interesting was this Parker Brothers game, Battle Dome, and it was only interesting to me because I had never seen it before. Taking a look at the comps, you can see here, just not worth it at all. Maybe if it was a free thing and you were piecing it out, maybe you could make some money, but when I see that there's 40 listed in various conditions and different pieces and parts, and only 8 have sold, and I think the highest was like 35 bucks, 39 bucks. Just not worth it. They wanted, I think, $3.99. Definitely just, that's a leave behind item. It never hurts to check. If you see a game that you've never seen before and you're not familiar with, it never hurts to look it up. You could find, one of those rare gems, like a Dark Tower or something that you just didn't know was as valuable as it is. However, Battle Dome by Parker Brothers is not, and clearly that's probably why I've never heard of the game, because nobody cares about it. I usually have a lot of luck with holiday decor and hard goods here at this St. Vincent de Paul. As a matter of fact, this is where I bought the blow molds. Clothing though, oh my lord, I've never seen anything like it. Like, take a look at this. This is what they deem as acceptable to put on the floor for sale. I'm only leaping through this to show you the quality, and I'm air quoting, quality that they put on the shelf. I've never bought a piece of clothing here. I never would. It's almost like people donate it and they take it out back and rub it on the ground before they put it on the shelf. It's ridiculous. So I don't ever look at the clothing here. I did this just to show you guys what I'm working with, and the thrifts in this area, clothing is just not a good thing to pick up around here. I have to go closer to Pittsburgh to find nicer clothing. When I stick in Butler County, that's what I'm finding. You couldn't give me $1.99 to take that pair of shorts. That's pretty dirty. But yeah, all right, let's go. It's Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, and nothing terribly exciting to share as far as sales today. Dr. Dreadful Zombie Lab, that's going out. We picked this up at Goodwill, I don't know, months and months ago, and it was one of those things that I decided probably wasn't going to be worth my time, but then during a listing frenzy, I just grabbed it and said, whatever, if I can get 10 bucks, we're going to list it. I ended up getting 20, 19 and change for Dr. Dreadful. Everything inside is complete and unopened, however, it's from 2000 and something. 2010, 2009, so everything's expired inside of it, but I assume nostalgia sold it. And a Bible, and it's not even a nice Bible, it's pretty run-of-the-mill, more modern Bible. Paid 50 cents for that on a Sunday when books at the Goodwill are 50% off, and I took a best offer of $12.50. It's been listed for almost a year. I've never had a watcher, never had an offer. Figured might as well take the $12.50 while it's being offered, because who knows, that could have been the only offer I ever got on this thing. So not a great day of sales. I'm hoping the weekend will be better. With Black Friday, I'm going to be running a sale in the store, so hopefully that'll entice people to buy. Plus, I've been better about listing, so more listing, more better. You know how that goes. But we got to get these wrapped up and take them to the post office before I have to get to work. I was getting ready to list this Atlantic mold cookie jar, this chicken, hen, I believe. Is that a hen or a rooster? I'm going to say it's a hen. Either way, this has been sitting on a shelf in the garage for at least a year. I bought it for $1 and just never got around to listing it. So, pulled it off. I was going to list it. I opened it up and there's $9 in here. I don't remember putting this $9 in here, but hey look, I'm already profiting and I haven't even sold it. Even though this was my money at some point. Bonus!